Today, we're going to start a series all about sleep. I'm going to offer the top 5 tips that I have for sleep hygiene. Some of these may seem really basic, but we got to get down the basics first before we start adding in a bunch of supplements and other interventions like medications and things like that. So let's just start with the basics. Number one, make sure you hydrate during the day. Getting in at least half your body weight in ounces of water or non caffeinated, non sugary beverages every day is a great way to stay hydrated and ensure a good night's sleep. Number two, avoid fatty meals or heavy meals right before bed. Consider at least 2 hours before you go to bed, you have your last meal of the day, and even snacks or protein or something like that before bed should happen no less than an hour before bed, preferably 2 hours before bed. Number three, turn off your bright overhead lights when the sun goes down at night. Melatonin starts to increase in our brain as the sun goes down. And bright overhead lights, blue lights, screens, all of those things turn down the amount of melatonin that your brain makes. So when the sun goes down, turn off the overhead lights and turn on some lamps and turn on the night mode on your phone, things like that. Number four, avoid TV and scrolling 1 hour before bedtime minimum, preferably 2 hours, but we'll be realistic and say at least 1 hour. Avoid scrolling in the TV before you go to bed. Number five. Number five is one where this is something you just got to check in on yourself. And my advice is to avoid highly emotional conversations or difficult conversations right before bed. This can lead to ruminating and making it difficult to turn your brain off. So, any kind of stimulating, upsetting, emotional conversations, save those for earlier in the day. Here's a bonus recommendation. This is no sugar or caffeine past 3 p.m. So many of us are hypersensitive to both caffeine and sugar that even though maybe you don't feel the effects so much, your body is still metabolizing it and it can affect your quality of sleep at night. So avoid sugar and caffeine past 3 p.m. every day.